So whenever you are designing multiplexer, you need to remember this point, like you need to design 2 to the power n is to 1 multiplexer. Okay. If you are taking this n equal to 1, that is 2 is to 1 multiplexer. Okay. If you are taking n equal to 2, that will be 4 is to 1 multiplexer. If you are taking n equal to 3, that will be 8 is to 1 multiplexer. If you are taking n equal to 4, that will be 16 is to 1 multiplexer, and so on. Okay, so this is one thing. So till now, like you know that if like you have any case of designing a multiplexer, multiplexer means many input to a single output conversion, you can design that one. Now the thing is, whenever you are doing practical in your lab, or whenever we will do practical in my lab, in some scenarios you are having a limited resources. Limited resources means like if I consider in my lab, like I don't have 4 is to 1 multiplexer or 8 is to 1 multiplexer. I only have 2 is to 1 multiplexer. But I want to design that to higher order multiplexer with the lower order multiplexer, because if I do all the things, all the circuit designing with scratch, with all the logic gates, it will be very complex if my circuit is very high, very large. Okay, so if I want to use ICs of those multiplexers, okay, without making all the things manually by adding logic gates. Okay, if I buy one several ICs of 2 is to 1 multiplexer, and I in case for some problem I need 4 is to 1 multiplexer or other higher order multiplexer. So how you will deal with those type of problems? Okay, so basically I'm going to explain you like implementation of higher order mux with lower order. Okay, so this is one practical sort of things you need to means you need to know that whenever you are facing this type of difficulty, how you need to resolve that one. So like I will take first case. Suppose I want to design 4 is to 1 multiplexer. Okay, and I don't have 4 is to 1 multiplexer. I have only and only 2 is to 1 multiplexer. So what you will do, like you will design this 4 is to 1 mux using 2 is to 1 mux. Okay, and the first thing is you need to calculate how many multiplexer 2 is to 1 multiplexer are required for making this 4 is to 1 multiplexer. Okay, so one way of calculation is like you take this 4 and you take this 2, take this 4 divided by 2. Okay, you will get 2. Then again you take this 2 and divide again by 2, you will get 1. Means total number of multiplexer 2 is to 1 multiplexer are 2 plus 1. This plus this. Okay, that is 3. Uh, in another example, if I want to add implement 8 is to 1 mux, okay, using 2 is to 1 mux. So what I will do, I will take this 8 divide by 2, I will get 4. Okay, then again I will take this 4 and divide by 2, I will get 2. Again I will take this 2 and divide by 2, I will get 1. Okay, so in total, I need 7 2 is to 1 multiplexer for implementation of my 2 is to 1 mux. If I talk about 16 is to 1 mux, okay, I can design this one also using 2 is to 1 mux. So in this case, 16 divided by 2, that will be 8. 8 divided by 2, that will be 4. 4 divided by 2, that will be 2. 2 divided by 2, that will be 1. And the sum of this will be 15. Okay, so in this case, I need 15 2 is to 1 multiplexer for designing of this 16 is to 1 multiplexer. Okay. I can realize the same thing in a generalized way also. Like here you are designing 2 is to power n is to 1 mux. Okay, this side you are doing this type of problem. So whether it is 4 is to 1, 8 is to 1, 16 is to 1, you can write it in a way 2 is to power n is to 1 mux. Okay, and basically you are designing with 2 is to 1 mux. Okay, and if you are doing this type of problem, basically you need to have 2 to power n minus 1 2 is to 1 multiplexers. Okay, so you can verify this one, like here your value of 2 to power n 2 to power n is 4, so 4 minus 1, that is 3, you need 3. Here it is 8, 8 is to 1. If you want to design with 2 is to 1 multiplexer, that is your 8 minus 1, that is 7. Okay. If it is 16 is to 1 multiplexer, if you want to design 16 is to 1 multiplexer using 2 is to 1 multiplexer, that is 16 minus 1, that is 15. Okay. So this is one way of calculating that if you want to design higher order multiplexer with lower order multiplexer, then this will be your case. Okay. And if I want to realize this thing, like if I want to realize 4 is to 1 multiplexer using 2 is to 1 multiplexer. Okay, so what I did is I have divided 4 by 2, that will be 2, and then I divided 2 by 2, that will be 1. Okay, so this pattern itself is itself giving an idea like how we need to place our 2 is to 1 multiplexer. So this 2 is indicating that I need to place 2 is to 1 multiplexer, 2 is to 1 multiplexer in parallel. Okay, so this is one 2 is to 1 multiplexer, this is another 2 is to 1 multiplexer. Okay, so 2 is to 1 multiplexer means here two inputs will be there, one output will be there, two input, one output, and one select line will be there. Okay, and in the second case, this one is representing that I need one 2 is to 1 multiplexer in my second step, and in this one, this output will work as an input of this case, and at the end, I will get final output. Okay, so this will be my I0, I1, I2, and I3. Okay, and here also one select line will be there. After this, like I need to fix these select line values also. Okay, so whenever like you have seen in the truth table, like if you are writing your select line S1 and S0 for 4 is to 1 multiplexer, so if these are 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1, four possible combinations will be there, and at 0 0 you want I0, 0 1 you want I1, here I2, here I3. Okay, in this way you want your things. Okay, so you can check that for these two things here S1 is 0, for these two things here S1 is 1. Okay, and these two things I have connected here at my first multiplexer. Okay, so that's why for like getting these two things according to S0 at this point, I'm selecting this one at S0. Okay, in the similar manner, I2 and I3 are connected here. Okay, I2 and I3 are here, and for selecting I2 and I3 in this manner, I need S0 here. Okay, and after like getting one thing from this one and one thing from this one, I need to judge on the basis of S1. Okay, so that's why this one will be S1. Okay? And you can check this one also, like this is the implementation of 4 is to 1 multiplexer using 2 is to 1 multiplexer. Okay, now if I want to verify whether it is correct or not, let's take this case, this first case, when both are 0 0. Okay, so first come to this two multiplexer, parallel multiplexers first. So this S0 is 0, this S0 is 0, means here if this is 0, this is 0, here you will get I2, here you will get I0. Okay, then if my S1 is also 0, okay, I will get this I0 here. Okay, so if my S1 and S2 both are 0, I will be getting I1 here. No, sorry, I0 here. Okay, let's check this second case, or let's check this third case first. Okay, when S0 is 0, so if my S0 is 0, I'm getting I0 here, I2 here. Okay, and if if my S1 is 1, in that case, in place of I0, I will get I2. Okay, because this line will get connected to this output. Okay, so the same thing is happening here also. Okay, in this way, you can verify that this circuit is working in a proper manner. Okay, so this is the way of designing a 4 is to 1 multiplexer using 2 is to 1 multiplexer. The second case, if I talk about 8 is to 1 multiplexer, I can design 8 is to 1 mux using 2 is to 1 mux in a similar way. So what I'm doing for 8 is to 1 multiplexer is first I'm dividing 8 by 2 and I'm getting 4. Okay, then I'm dividing 4 by 2 and I'm getting 2. Then I'm dividing 2 by 2, I'm getting 1. So this 4 means I need to implement 4 2 is to 1 multiplexer parallelly in my first step. So I am implementing 4 2 is to 1 multiplexer parallelly. Then in the second step, I need to implement two 2:1 multiplexer parallel. And in third step, I need to draw this one 2:1 multiplexer. Okay. And there will be select line. Since they are 2:1 multiplexer, there will be only one select line. Okay. And two input in this case, two input in this case, two input in this case, and two input in this case. This output will go to this in this manner. This output will go to this in this manner. This output will go to this in this way, and here you will get your final output. Okay, and this will be I0, I1, I2, I3, I4, I5, I6, and I7. Okay, again, if you want to select like where what select line you need to give at which select pin, so basically again you need to go to the truth table. Okay, so basically you are giving S1, S2, S1, and S0 as your select line, and you are getting Y as your output. Okay, so like you are making your truth table in this way. Okay, so you are making your truth table in this way, and you are getting your output here. You are getting I0, I1, I2, I3, I4, I5, I6, and I7. Okay, now realize this truth table with this one. Okay, so the first thing you need to see that in this first multiplexer you are using this I0 and I1. Okay, so for selecting that I0 and I1, basically you are wearing this S0. Okay, so which means that here it is S0. Okay, come to this second one. If you are analyzing the second one, there it is I2 and I3, and for getting I2 and I3 as your output at this point, you need to vary this S0. Okay, again, so this is also S0. Okay, in the same manner, you need to have I4 and I5 at this point. So for that one also, you need to consider S0 as your select line. Okay, and here also you need to consider S0 and as your select line. After this, like in this 2:1 multiplexer, basically either you will get I0, I1, or I2, I3. Okay, either you will get combination of this one. Okay, so if you are getting I0, I1, okay, this select line means this select line need to consider upper portion. Okay, if you are getting I2 and I3, this select line need to consider this lower portion. Okay, and this you can justify by taking I1 as your select line. Okay, that's why I'm taking I1 here. In the same manner, here also, like in the first case, in this pin, you will either you will get I4 or I5. For selecting this as your output for connecting of this one, you need to take this one as 0. Okay, so the same thing I am doing here. Okay, and for connecting of this one, sorry, this output to this point, you need to consider the select line as 1. Okay, so this is possible if I take this one as S1. Okay, and similarly, if you realize that this from this 4 you will get one thing, and from these 4 you will get one thing, and for like realization of the thing that what you need to select, you need to go with this S2. Okay, if you are taking one from the upper portion, that will be 0, because whatever you will get from I0, I1, I2, and I3, you will get all the things here. Okay, and if you are selecting upper input, and it's if it is connected with the output, then this value of S select line will be need to be 0, and here you can see that it is 0. And if you are selecting the lower portion, one value from the lower portion, the select line need to be 1. Okay, that's why this select line is S2. Okay, so you need to remember this one, that whenever like you are making your multiplexer, by seeing that 4:1 multiplexer and by using 2:1 multiplexer and 8:1 multiplexer using 2:1 multiplexer, you get to know that this one is my MSB always. Okay, and this is my LSB always. Okay, so you need to remember that this pattern you are connecting your select lines. Okay, and if you are making your circuit in this way, your multiplexer will work in a very good manner, and like you will not get any error. Okay, so the same type of calculation we are doing whenever, like this is the case whatever I explained you till now. is when you have 2:1 multiplexer with you. Okay. So the same case you can realize like for other things, like when you have 4:1 multiplexer only, okay, and you want to design higher order multiplexer with that one, so you can design that one. Okay. So suppose by now I'm having 4:1 multiplexer with me. Okay, and I want to design 16:1 multiplexer. So again, if you want to design 16:1 multiplexer using 4:1 multiplexer, you need to check out how many multiplexer you need. Okay, so basically what you are doing, you are dividing 16 by 4, you will get 4, and then again you are dividing 4 by 4, you will get 1. Okay, so if you are getting 1 as your like last bit or last digit, okay, it's okay, you can represent that 16:1 multiplexer by 4:1 multiplexer in this way. Okay, or if I take 32 32:1 multiplexer using 4:1 multiplexer. Okay, so the same thing you can do, like if you divide 32 by 4, you will get 8. Okay, and if you divide 8 by 4, you will get 2. Okay, and this 2 you can't be able to divide by 4. Okay, and since you are not getting 1 as your last integer, this case is an special case. Okay, so this is not an special case. The way of designing this one is a little different. The same case is there with if you are designing 8:1 multiplexer using 4:1 multiplexer. Okay, so the same case here also you are dividing 8 by 4. Okay, if you are dividing 8 by 4, you will get 2. Okay, and this 2 you can't be able to divide by 4, you will never get any integer part, you will get fraction part, and you will never get 1 here. Okay, so that's why these two cases will be something different. We will see these cases in our next slide, or like after 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, so now we will discuss about these type of cases. So one more example, like if you take 64:1. Okay, so if you want to implement by 4:1 multiplexer, you can do this one. Okay, so if you convert it, like you will divide 64 by 4, you need 16 uh, 4:1 multiplexer in your first case, then you need 4:1 multiplexer in your second case, then you need 4 divided by 4, that is 1. Okay, so these two cases, this one and this one, are similar. Okay, so first we will discuss this type of cases whenever you are getting 1 as your digit at your end. Okay, so like first we will go with 16:1 multiplexer. So if I design 16:1 marks using 4:1 marks. So I'm doing this because I'm considering one case that in my experimental lab I have only 4:1 multiplexer, but in case like with for solving something I need 16:1 multiplexer. And since I don't have 16:1 multiplexer IC with me, I need to design that 16:1 multiplexer using 4:1 multiplexer. Uh, so basically I need to follow these steps. Okay, so 16:1 multiplexer I want with 4:1 multiplexer. So basically I if I divide 16 by 4, that is 4, and then 4 divided by 4, that is 1. If I'm getting 1 at the end, means in my first step I need to implement 4 4:1 multiplexer. In the second step I need to implement 1 4:1 multiplexer. Okay, and if I draw my circuit will be in this manner. Like there will be 4 4:1 multiplexer. Okay, then in the second step there will be 1 4:1 multiplexer. Okay, and since I know that if it is a 4:1 multiplexer, then there are 4 input to this, 4 input to this, 4 input to this, and 4 input to this. Okay, so if I'm doing in this way, okay, if I'm doing in this way, means I'm getting 16. Okay, 16 total number of inputs. Okay, that if I number it is the I0, I1, I2, and I3. This is I4, I5, I6, I7. This is I8, I9, I10, I11. This is I12, I13, I14, and I15. Okay, so there are total 16 number of input pins are there. Okay, and from each 4:1 multiplexer I am getting only one output. So my first output I will connect as the first input to this 4:1 multiplexer. This one I will connect as second. This one I will connect as third. This one I will connect as a fourth. Okay. And here my final output will be there. And in same way, like if you are giving select pins, here will be two select pin, here will be two select pin, and here also this will be two select pins. Okay. And these all select pins, if you analyze in a similar way from truth table, this will be your S1, this will be your S0, okay, and this will be your S3, and this will be your S2. Okay. So in this way, you can design 16:1 multiplexer. Okay. And the same logic you can implement to any circuit wherever you are getting one. Okay. In this analysis, if you are getting one here, you can implement the whole circuit in this way. Okay. Let's do the analysis where you are not getting this one. Okay, where you are not getting this one as your final bit. This type of analysis is basically some special cases um, we can define for that. So first we are going to take consideration of one type of circuit, and the same circuit we will draw it in a two way. Okay. So let's suppose I'm implementing 8:1 multiplexer using 4:1 multiplexer. Okay. So if you are doing this type of implementation, so basically this 8 if you divide by 4 you will get 2. Okay, and then this 2 if you divide by 4 you will get a fractional part. Okay, so that fractional part is like we will deal with some other things. Other things means like there are two ways of dealing that one. Not two ways, there are three ways of dealing that. Okay, so first way is like either you can make this 2 means this two 4:1 multiplexer need to be there and they need to be parallel. Okay, so this one is your first 4:1 multiplexer. This one is your second 4:1 multiplexer, and your output will input will be as usual I0, I1, I2, I3, I4, I5, I6, and I7. Well, and since it is a multiplexer, need you will have single output in both the cases. Okay, and this is your 4:1 multiplexer. This is also your 4:1 multiplexer. That's why you will be having two select pins. Okay, now one way of like designing this thing will be like you can take consideration of your enable pin also. Okay, so like if I'm considering that enable pin, okay, this one is my E, and if I'm connecting one NOT gate here, and this E I am considering. Okay, so in this way, I can have uh, three number of select lines. Okay, because this is 8:1 multiplexer. Ultimately, I need three things to decide that what will be my output. Okay, so like if it is in this, it will be in this way. I can design my circuit like I can take this E as my um, third select line, that is S2, and I can take this one as S1 and this one as 0, this one as 1 and this one as 0. Okay. So suppose all the things are 0 0 0. Okay, so when S1 and S2 are 0 means here I will get, for analysis I am taking the first case when S1 S2 S1 and S2 3 all are 0 0 0, and I will check what will be my output. Okay, so if this S1 and S1 and S0 both are 0 0, I will get I0 here. Okay, not in this way. This S2 is basically 0, so this 0 with this NOT gate here you will get 1. Okay, so if you are getting 1 here means this first 4:1 multiplexer is activated now. After activation, if you take X S1 and S0 both 0 0, you will get I0 here. Okay, and since S2 is 0, so this at this point you will get 0, and which means this 4:1 lower 4:1 multiplexer is not activated. If it is not activated, no need to bother about S1 and S0. Okay, directly you will get 0 as your output. Okay, and if you are getting these two output, one is I0 and I1, and finally if you want I0, basically you need to connect one OR gate. Okay, so if you are connecting one OR gate, you will, after like I is 0 plus 0, you will get I0. Okay, so you will get I0. So this is the way, like for implementation of, this is one way for implementation of 8 is to 1 multiplexer using 4 is to 1 multiplexer. I can verify whole thing for other values also. Like till now, what you have performed is you have connected one OR gate here, and here you are getting Y, and you have seen that when you are taking this 0 0 0, you are getting this one as I0. Okay, now we will see other combinations also. Let's take this one as a 0 0 1. Okay, so this is similar to our previous case. Okay, this one will become inactive means you will get 0 here. This will become active because you will get 1, and since it is 0 1, you will get I1 here, and because of this OR gate you will directly get Y equal to I1. Okay, so this thing is like similar to previous case, and in this case also you will get, in this case you will get I1, and this third case 0 1 0, here also this lower one will be in inactive mode, and this will be in active mode because enable you are giving 1. Okay, and here you will get I2, and I2 plus 0 will be I2, so will get I2. The last case also, this will be in active mode, this will be active mode. Okay, here we will get I3 because S1 and S0 both are 1 1. I3 plus 0, you will get I3. So till this point, this lower one is inactive. Okay. Now come to this situation when it is 1 0 0. If you are giving this S0 as 1, okay, means here you are giving 0, here you are giving 1. Means this full thing will be inactive here. Always you will get 0. Okay. The things will depend upon this S1 and S0 and this 4 is to 1 multiplex. If you are giving 0 0, you will get I4 here. Okay, and after this OR operation, you will get I4 at the end. Okay. So here you are getting I4. If you are taking the next case where 0 1 is there, you will get I5. If you take next, which is 1 1 0 case, you will get I6 here. And in a similar manner, when you take all 1, okay, here also 1, here also 1, you will get I7 here, and I7 plus 0, you will get I7 as your output. So this is the one way of doing this implementation. Right? So whenever you are not getting 1 as your output, okay, so the thing is, if you want to implement 8 is to 1 multiplexer or this type of multiplexer conversion, okay, for this case, if I talk about 8 is to 1 multiplexer, if you want to design with 4 is to 1 multiplexer, you need two 4 is to 1 multiplexer and one OR gate. Okay, that is 2 input, 1 2 input OR gate. Okay, this is one way of designing 8 is to 1 multiplexer using 4 is to 1 multiplexer. Now I will tell you one more way of designing the same thing. Okay, so now I'm again designing 8 is to 1 multiplexer using 4 is to 1 multiplexer. Okay? And two 4 is to 1 multiplexer I need, that is in parallel. Okay, so again this one will be as it is. Here it is I0, I1, I2, I3, I4, I5, I6, and I7. And two outputs will be there. So the second thing is you can design this one with a way like where you need two 4 is to 1 multiplexer. Okay, and because at the end you are getting this 2, you can take 1 1 2 is to 1 multiplexer. Okay, so you can take 1 2 is to 1 multiplexer if you have. If you don't have, you need to take OR gate. Okay, so this is basically a 4 is to 1 multiplexer. This is basically a 4 is to 1 multiplexer. This is 2 is to 1 multiplexer. Okay. So 2 is to 1 multiplexer, I have only one select line. For this, I have two select line. Okay, so this one will be S1 and S0, similar to previous case. Now this one will be my S2. Okay, and my enable at at all the multiplexer will be 1 now. Okay, by default I can fix all the enables to 1 because all the multiplexer are activated now. Okay, so this also I can verify, like similar to previous case, like if I take consideration of some values of S2, S1 and S0, like I am taking 0, 1, 1 as my first case. Okay, so what will be my value of Y if I take S2 0, S1 1 1? Okay, so if I take S1 and S0 1 1, okay, means here I will get I3, here I will get I7. Okay, and if I take S2 as a 0, I will get I3 here. Okay, so I will get I3 as my output, and which is correct for this proper combination, which is 0, 1, 1. The decimal equivalent of this one is I3. So basically, I need Y equal to I3. Okay, if it is a 8 is to 1 multiplexer. Second case, I will take 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay, so if I'm taking 1, 0, 1 as my second case, so 0, 1, if I take here 0, 1, I will get I1 here. Okay, and I will get I5 here. Okay, if I take S2 equal to 1, I will get I5 here. Okay, so at my output, I will get I5. Okay, and which is correct, like decimal equivalent of this one is 5. Okay. So in this way, I can say that whatever I'm doing for conversion of higher order multiplexer using lower order multiplexer is correct. Okay. So this is the way for conversion of higher order multiplexer